Hey, Steve from Guitar Zoom here. Thank you so much for joining me. In today's video, we're going to be talking about finding something that motivates you that is new. And sometimes it's going to cost a lot of money. Sometimes it's not going to cost you a penny. All right? So first of all, thank you so much for joining me. Sometimes we get stuck doing the same old thing on the same old gear, and sometimes it just takes something very small to change that and get us reignited and inspired again. Now let's start with some of the smaller things that you could do. One thing is you could do something very easy like change your guitar strings. Sometimes just changing your strings can make a big difference. Or maybe you try a different guitar pick, something that is different than you've used, for the past few years, and it feels really good to you. It might be finding something new to listen to, a new style of music, or maybe going out and seeing a band and getting excited about a new thing, new song, whatever it might be. You can bump up a little bit. Maybe it's an educational thing. Maybe you're going to go and study a new lick or a new phrase or a new song that you're going to play. A new scale, something like that, a new technique that you're using on the fretboard. What I have found as I've gotten older is it isn't always about acquiring a new product. It's about the way I think about what it is that I'm doing. And sometimes it can just be maybe finding a new jam, a new song that I improvise over, a new style of jam track or something like that. Or maybe it's jamming with friends, finding different people to play along with. Whether you get involved in, some sort of local, maybe it's a church, maybe it's something that meets on a weekend, something like that. Maybe it's an open mic night or something like that that you get. Just anything that can get you going and get you inspired and practicing. Now we'll bump up a little bit. So we've talked about practice, listening to things, watching bands, all kinds of different things like that we can do, small cost items like new strings, new picks. Then you move into maybe it's a different amp or a new guitar, or a new pedal. When I was a kid, we didn't have a lot of money, but my dad was very good at keeping me motivated because, I'd come home from school, I'd walk home, and this wasn't all the time, but what happened once a month or, every couple of months or something like that, I'd come home and there'd be some new guitar pedal on my bed that my dad had purchased me. I'm sure he had no idea what it was. He just went to whatever local guitar store and they said, hey, try this, and it wasn't the most expensive whatever. It was just a pedal that he had found. And oftentimes I didn't even know what the pedal was, but it was something that he would try and do, he and my mom would try and do to inspire me to keep playing, or I'd, have new picks or something like that. And so, it doesn't need to be a brand new amplifier, although it can be. Maybe it's a new piece of software. If you're somebody that does a lot of recording at home or different kinds of things like that, maybe it's a new plugin that you get. There's all kinds of different things that you can do. The goal is to just make sure that every time you kind of feel like you're stuck and you're not finding a way out on the natural level that you normally do things, you try something different. And again, it might be as easy as simply immersing yourself in a new album or a different band that you don't normally, listen to or whatever. Or like I said, a simple thing like changing strings, which does amazing things for me. Here's another one. Maybe you bring your guitar into the local guitar luthier, if you have one, and have it set up. So when you play it, you go, oh my gosh, this feels amazing, which, thank God we have something like that around the area that I live. We have a wonderful place that I can go and have my guitar set up, and they always feel amazing when I get them back. So something to think about a little bit. All right, so take care and stay safe, and I'll talk to you soon. And remember, if you're looking for any kind of guitar lesson needs, head over to guitarzoom.com and check out our all-access membership.